Can the Bills realistically make the playoffs with the schedule they have left? Are they pretenders or contenders? All these questions will be answered in today's video. Roll the intro! What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be talking about whether the Buffalo Bills of the National Football League are contenders or pretenders. And what that means is, there's so much hype going into the Week 5 matchup against the Tennessee Titans, which they completely blew, playing on Tuesday night, which was obviously never been done before. But anyway, because that whole situation going on. But, there's so much hype around them, like, oh, they're gonna make a deep run in the playoffs, and Josh Allen for MVP. And then the past two games, recently against the Chiefs, I don't know what happened. I don't know, but we're going to analyze it in today's video and hopefully come to a conclusion if the Bills can actually realistically make a deep run in the playoffs, or is it just nonsense and they're going to go 7-9. So, let's get right on into it. Alright, so what I'm thinking, where this all started, we have to go back to the Week 4 matchup against the Las Vegas Raiders. And it's close to the end of half. The Bills have the ball. They're driving. They're looking great. Josh Allen is looking like the MVP that people were saying he was for the first 3 weeks. Bam, hits his, someone sacks him, hits his shoulder, and it didn't look good. And I was actually more caring if, I think it was Stephon Diggs got the first down or not. But, whatever. He did, but they didn't say it was, but he did. And, Allen was kind of on the ground, for a little bit, but it wasn't, I was like, oh my god, the season's over, because he was playing so good, and then there has to be this, injury where, what the heck's going on? Did he break it? What happened? Collarbone? What is it? And so it was his non-throwing shoulder, obviously, but glad he came back, because we would have lost that game with Mattias Barkley. But anyway, goes in the locker room, gets, a compression sleeve on it or something, which he's been wearing for the past 3 weeks now, which hasn't really been good. And he did play a really good second half against the Raiders, right? Threw that dart to Stephon Diggs, John Brown, it's one of the two, right on the goal line where they're touchdown, no touchdown, whatever, they score anyway. And after that, he just hasn't been the same, and the team around him hasn't really railed around him in a way that they should. And after that, he's like, my shoulder's okay, we're trying to get some treatment, and move on to the Titans, which they didn't even know if they're going to play on Sunday or not, which they obviously did play on Tuesday, and it just didn't look like they wanted to be there, which I can't blame them. I mean, you said 22 people test positive for that one thing. I wouldn't, if I was a National Football League player, and you're up close in contact, every single snap for an hour, or at least half an hour maybe on defense or whatever, if you get a good time possession, whatever. You don't want your family maybe getting infected or you getting infected with that, because then that hurts your team. And it just didn't look like they wanted to play, and the Titans were just like, we're infected, let's go boys, let's go, I don't care if I get it, I'm infected, So, so that's what happened with the Titans game, and everyone was like, oh, the Bills are over, because in this league, it's you're great 1 week, and you're terrible not making the playoffs, or very closely making the playoffs after your first loss, which I kind of think is what with the Packers now, but the Packers, they're a good team, they're going to bounce back. And this week, it was the Chiefs who did some damage, but yeah, we played terrible. Allen was not accurate, and you can tell out of the gate that they wanted to put the dagger in this game early, and they couldn't on the first drive. 3 straight throws, incomplete, almost an interception on the first one too, so that wouldn't have been ideal. And it was just really weird to watch the Bills like this, because in week 1, when they were, 27-17, oh my, who are the Bills? They just scored 3 straight touchdowns. Who are they? Is this the team we're getting this year? Is this a flashback to the 90s team where they made 4 straight Super Bowl appearances? The answer is no, clearly, because I don't know. In my mind, they probably will make the playoffs, but they're probably just going to make it to the wild card game and lose again, unless they pull out some huge victories, which if you look ahead in their schedule, they have the Jets 5-2. And let me just look it up real quick. And if you look at the remaining schedule here, it's tough, right? So you got the Jets, which they can beat. And then you got the Patriots, but it's at home, which doesn't really make a factor. But I mean, you could. They only put up 12 points, so they didn't practice in like 2 weeks. And then you got the Seahawks. That's going to be, I think, more of a battle than people think, because two bad defenses going at it. Bills and the Cardinals. Chargers possibly could pull out a win there, because Herbert is a grown man. 49ers, possibly. Steelers, no. Broncos, yes. Dolphins and Patriots, So, the problems start right here. And if it was Titans didn't get infected with the disease, they most likely would be 5-1, because they probably could have beaten the Titans. But yeah, their schedule, it's not favoring them. You know what I mean? It's just not favoring them now, and they have to get on track real quickly. And I'm kind of happy that the Jets game is there and not the Patriots, or Seahawks, or the Cardinals, any of those games, because they would be in for a wake-up call, even though they've already had been, if you know what I mean. Yeah, right? Yeah, okay. So, in my mind, I think they could actually end up going in 7-9. The worst possible scenario, 7-9. Best case scenario, probably 10-6, because 1, 2, 3, 4, oh god, 8, and we don't want that. Okay, so 1, 2, yeah, okay. I'd say 10 wins if you can sneak one out against the Patriots and, like, the 49ers game, maybe. 10-6, match your record from last year, but you had a mediocre second half. Still go to the playoffs, maybe, I don't know who you'd play, but you're probably going to get eliminated if you're not at home, because fans could probably be back by then, hopefully. So, looking at all this, and Josh Allen's progression for the first 4 weeks and now the last 2 weeks has not been good. He only threw like 100 yards, and he was very inaccurate last week. Last week, that early interception killed them, and you got some tough opponents ahead. And when I mean contenders, I mean not divisional. I mean championship, Super Bowl contenders. I don't mean going to the playoffs, because I think they could go to the playoffs. But if they continue this downward trend, they're not going to the playoffs. They're going to be 7-9 or 6-10, which would be terrible, which actually matched their 4-0 record when they last had it, which would be kind of awful, if you know what I mean. And I don't think that's going to happen, though. I think Bill Stadium will be filled pretty well in the coming weeks. I mean, I'm from Toronto, so I wouldn't know what's going on over there. But, yeah, thank you for watching today's video, guys. If you did enjoy, leave likes for some more football content. I'll have hockey, football, baseball, and, yeah, so, like I said, thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new. Road to 50 subscribers by Christmas, and I'll see you all in our next video. See ya.